Hey everybody, welcome! Crypto Cap here. Please like and subscribe. The subscription really means a lot. I like doing this and I want to do a lot more. Alright, today we're going to Big Sur, California. And we're going to go hunting for that elusive stone they call Big Sur Jade. So put your seatbelts on, hold on tight. Here we go! If you're coming from the south, you're going to want to take 101 to San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo, you're going to get off on Highway 1, follow Highway 1 all the way up to Plaskett. That's Jade Cove. If you're coming from the north, same deal kinda. You're going to want to get off the 101. You're going to want to get to Monterey on the 1, and then from Monterey, just take Highway 1 straight on down. Either way you come, it's kind of a long drive. Jade Cove is directly in the center almost of the drive between Monterey and San Luis Obispo. There is an alternate route, which I really don't recommend, and that would involve taking this switchback road all the way up to Plaskett Ridge up here on the Nacimiento Ferguson Road, and then it's kind of the same deal on the back. You go down and out. You're going to go through Fort Hunter Liggett, which is a base, a military base. You're going to go through a guard shack, and then you're going to come out in Jolin, and then you're going to take this road over to the 101 in King City. There's really no reason to go that way unless that's just the way you want to go. It is scenic. It's very scenic. However, your average speed is going to be about 25 miles an hour. And, yeah. There you go. And so that's how you get to Jade Cove. So, Jade Cove is in what is designated as the Monterey Bay Marine Sanctuary. Monterey Bay is way up here, but the Monterey Bay Marine Sanctuary comes all the way down to here in Cambria. And what it is it's like a federal park, only instead of a park, it's not a park because it's in the water. It's the ocean. Because it's in this reserve, there's a law that says you can only collect jade in this 1.5 mile stretch between the north end of Sand Dollar Beach right here, the north end of Sand Dollar Beach, to Cape San Martin right here. So most of this right here is inaccessible cliff, inaccessible cliff, inaccessible cliff, inaccessible cliff. You got Sand Dollar Beach, beautiful beach. Check it out. This is the area that you are allowed to legally take jade home that you find. There's rules, and we'll go over that in a minute. Where you're going to want to stay is right here at the Plaskett Creek Campground. You can get the information online and make your reservations. If you're staying at the campground, there's plenty of trails to get yourself out here to this little dot right here, Jade Cove Staircase. Or if you're just driving by, there used to be a sign, can't say if there still is, but there was a sign here in the road said Jade Cove, and you can park in this big turnout. And then this is the trail. This trail leads to a staircase. This cliff may not look like much, but let me tell you something, it's deadly. It's a big, deadly cliff. First time you go jade hunting, I suggest you just go to the staircase, take your little butt down here to the beach at the bottom, and and work through these areas right here. And that's how you get to Jade Cove. Alright, these are the official rules for jade collection in Big Sur. Above the high tide line, there is no taking of Big Sur jade. Because above the high tide line, the property belongs to the Los Padres National Forest, which does not allow, with no exception, any kind of mining, digging, collection of rocks or artifacts. Those are just their rules. From the high tide line out to the ocean, as I've mentioned, belongs to the Monterey Bay Marine Sanctuary. And these are their rules. I've kind of already outlined with you, the first rule is that you cannot collect jade except for the north end of Sand Dollar Beach south to Cape San Martin. 1.5 miles. Within that 1.5 miles, there's two really good surf breaks. You got Willow Creek and you got Sand Dollar Beach. So if you want to go surfing, jade hunting, it's the perfect spot for you. But do not collect jade at the ocean line anywhere but in that 1.5 miles. You may only take jade that is loose from the seabed. You may only use a hand tool, and I'm going to define a hand tool right here. This is their direct definition of a hand tool. A hand tool means a handheld implement utilized for the collection of jade that is no greater than 36 inches in length and has no moving parts. An example would be a dive knife, a pry bar, or abalone iron. Pneumatic, mechanical, electrical, hydraulic, or explosive tools are therefore examples of what does not meet this definition. Okay, that's the exact definition published in the Federal Register. So, your tool you can use hand tools as long as there's no moving parts and as long as they're under 36 inches. Well, alright everybody, this is going to pretty much wrap up this episode here, Crypto Cap Travels. On the next episode, I'm going to go over with you the different kinds of jade, what you're going to be looking for, your game plan. There's a lot more to catching jade. Kind of like fishing. Depends on the weather, depends on the time of the year, and how lucky you are. Are you lucky? Crypto Cap out.